Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Bears are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Packers team that will need to deal with that all game.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right, and he's got Bennett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Throwing is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. They try to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. second down, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Rodgers to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, Trubisky. That's caught. Zay Jones, the rookie. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky being chased out left. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off. Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative. It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch. Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. You never count the Packers out with Rodgers leading them, but the largest deficit they've come back from in team history is 23 points, and they need to top that number here. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call a few more.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers to throw on second down. Flushed it under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Final play of the half, it's Griffin. And complete on the right side to Bennett. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. A gain of 3, second down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now look at 56. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They try again with Cohen, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Everybody scoot up. All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, Stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Rodgers. And some strong running. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Eluding the press, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's got Bennett. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Cohen. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue, line it. Detroit, Detroit. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go play action with Trubisky. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go. Blue, line, back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
All right, here we go.
Langford again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Check, Patriot, Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Langford. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd down, Langford. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do. Late game situation.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Benny Cunningham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. This is Hightower, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's Rodgers, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now. All right, now, look. Over.
10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run with Langford. And, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On first down, Rodgers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Rodgers with a keeper. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, Rodgers. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. One final try now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bears, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.